Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by, and please feel free to hit that subscribe button down there. So today's video is going to be a question and answer video on the pros and cons versus clip-in and tape-in extension. As most of you know, I have worn both types of these extensions before. I purchased my first pair of clip-in extensions about 4 years ago when I was a senior in high school, just for some senior events, and I was instantly like hooked on them. And I purchased my first pair of tape-ins 2 years ago when I was 20? Yeah, like 20. I did put up on my Instagram and Twitter and other social medias that I was going to be doing this video and for people to start like submitting questions that they want me to answer. And I did get a ton of the same questions, so I'm just kind of like generalizing them and going through the mass questions that I got. The first question I got was pertaining to price, which obviously this is a very typical and generic question. Invest in anything like extensions, you would obviously want to know the price on them. So they do vary. Clip-in extensions, depending on where you're getting them from, the quality that they are, the thickness that you're requiring, and the length that you want. Obviously, if you're going with a more higher recommended and reviewed brand, you're going to pay a little bit more than if you go and pick them up at Sally's. But just remember, you do get what you pay for. And also, obviously, if you have a massive amount of hair and you want these Cinderella long locks, you're going to pay a little bit more because it's more product. Therefore, there's going to be more price involved. Now, tape-in extensions, these totally vary, guys, depending on where you got them from. But for me, I bought some from Sally's and then some from online through a website called Glam Seamless. I loved pretty much both of them pretty equally as far as quality of the hair went. Glam Seamless is more of the up-and-coming brand. It's online, it's everywhere. Now for tape-in extensions, they completely vary in price. They typically go from $80 to $120, maybe a little bit more per bag. For a full head of extension through tape-in extensions, you need 2 to 4 bags of hair, depending on the thickness. And these as well vary in price depending on the length that you get. And I know you guys are like, holy crap, so if they're like $100 a bag and I need 4 bags of hair, that's $400 just to purchase the hair. It is a lot, I know that. And the reason that they do per bag is so that if you have highlighted hair or multi-dimensional hair, you can pick out different shades. That way you're not locked into one specific color. Now they do offer some highlighted ones and stuff like that too, which is really cool. But the tape-in extensions, they just do that to give you more variety. When I had mine, I had 3 different shades on my head. I had a light blonde, a medium blonde, and a brown. So, and that helped blend everything together because on my own hair, personally, I had highlights, lowlights, and color in there. So it was a different variety of color. Now, the price kind of overlaps into the maintenance that goes with them. I got a ton of questions regarding to what is the maintenance like with clip-in versus tape-in extensions. So clip-in extensions, the maintenance is pretty simple. You can take them out anytime you want. You can put them on anytime you want. I typically put mine in the morning when I'm getting ready. I wear them all day long, and before I go to bed and shower, I take them out. Now, tape-in extensions, totally different. You go, after you purchase your hair or purchase it through a salon, you go to a salon and you get them installed. This typically takes around an hour, hour and a half, and there is a price with that. Every salon is different, so I can't really give you guys a set price on that. Most of them do it by the hour though, so just ask your stylist when it comes to that. So that is another running cost when it comes to the tape-in extensions. So now you're up to, you have to purchase the bags of hair, and you have to pay to get them put in and taken out. Now the maintenance with those is, at home care at least, it's not much. You wash them like you would your own hair. Once you get them put on, guys, they are set. They're on your hair. They don't come out until you're ready to take them out or have them taken out. So you shower with them, you go to the gym with them, all that stuff you can do with those on your head, and within 4 to 8 weeks, once your actual hair starts growing out, that is when you get them taken out and you can have them put right back in. Now, you don't have to go out and buy brand new tape-in extensions. You can use the exact same ones that you have, unless of course you've colored your hair differently, but you can reuse those extensions, which is awesome. All you have to do is go purchase new extension tape. Now the tape that is on them is actually a double-sided tape. One side goes in the extension, one side is to be pressed up against your hair. So you literally can peel that tape off and put on new tape, which is super cool. That way you're not going out and buying bags and bags and bags and bags of hair constantly. So you just have your running cost of it and then just your maintenance of every 4 to 6 weeks putting them in. For me personally, I did every 4 weeks. I would take them out and reapply them because, not because my hair grew that fast, but for comfortability reasons for me, that is what worked best. So the next question I got was, can I put my hair up when wearing either style of extension? Yes, you can totally put your hair up. You can put your clip-ins wherever you want because your clip-ins come like this. So you'll have a weft of hair. It might be 1 like this. It might be 2 just like that, 3 or 4. This is a 4 weft one, so obviously it's super wide. But with these, you literally clip and unclip them so you can put them anywhere you want on your head, anywhere you see fit, anywhere you feel is more comfortable and works best with whatever up style that you're doing. Now tape-ins, you can put them up and pretty much do whatever you want with them, but the difference is that when you put a tape-in extension on your head, it stays there. You can't unclip it and replace it somewhere else for your convenience. They are where they are. So with that being said, this might also come into play with what tape-in extension you purchase. They do make regular tape-in extensions, which pretty much look like this. Sorry, might have hair in them. So you have this little like almost plastic hair textured looking piece up here, which is where the tape is. On one side you have tape, the other side you have that, and the rest of it is just your extension. So this pretty much goes on where you need it to go on, and it is where it is. You can pull them back. They are really flexible, guys. As you guys can see, they're really flexible. You can do what you want with them. But they also make now what's called an invisible tape and extension, and they look like this. Instead of having that plastic on there like this one does, they are just straight hair. They look like a scalp pretty much. Personally, I didn't love these. I did buy them for the intent to wear around my hairline. So when I put my hair up, I wouldn't have that issue of trying to hide the other tape-ins, but I feel like these were kind of heavy and they don't move as well as the other ones. I don't know, they're a little bit chunkier. So for me, I didn't really love them. They're newer products, so maybe they just have like some kinks they gotta work out with them. But either one is pretty great. I liked them both for the most part, but I did like the other ones a little bit better because they were a little bit thinner on my head. You can totally put them up there, guys, any way you want. I wear my clip-ins and my tape-ins and sock buns and high ponytails and low ponytails and braids. Whatever I want to do with them, I can do, and I can manipulate my hair and maneuver it to kind of cover them if they're overcasting in any way. But the only thing is be careful with the tension on them. You don't want your clip-in to be pulling on your scalp all day because that'll just give you a headache. And with tape-ins too, you don't want too much tension on there because you don't want it to actually pull out the bond, because then your weave's gonna be floating away in the wind whenever a heavy gust of wind comes. So the next question I got, guys, was, do they look and feel like real hair? Totally. They are real hair. You're purchasing 100% human hair. Do not purchase anything else because it's not worth it. You can curl them, you can straighten them, you can flat iron them, whatever you want to do with them. You can crimp them, you can totally do. You can color them if they're a little bit off, which is what I love about them. So you can totally do that stuff. The only difference is clip-ins sometimes can get a little spotty if you don't put them in right. Tape-ins, they're all over your head, so you really don't have any areas that look a little bit spacey or gappy. And you can also, personally what I felt like, you can add tape-ins, I feel like, higher up in your hairline without it being so noticeable. So in a way, I feel like the tape-ins do look a little more natural than clip-ins, but it's just kind of, you have to learn and play and sit there and see what method of putting them on and styling them works best for you. So my next question I got was, how long do they last? It depends on how you take care of them. I've had a pair of clip-in extensions last me for 6 months. I've had a pair last me for 2 months. It goes right back to what you're paying for them. The ones I got at Sally's, they only last me a short amount of time because they're kind of already processed hair. They're not the highest quality. My ones that I got from Bellamy Extensions, they last me a while. I can color them, I cut them when I feel like the ends are getting a little ratty, and I can keep them anywhere from 6 to 8 months, which is great. Now, your tape-ins, I've only worn these for I think I wore them for 3 months altogether. And the hair themselves, they do uphold pretty well, I feel like. I don't think I put as much heat on my clip-ins as I did my tape-ins, because my clip-ins, I wouldn't have to wash and blow dry them as much as my tape-ins. Tape-ins are on your head, so every time you have to go wash your hair, you're washing that. Every time you blow dry your hair, you're blow drying those extensions. The same thing with styling. I can curl my clip-ins like this and I can take them out and they're good for a week like that. My tape-ins, I shower every other day or every day and I wash my hair, so I have to restyle, recurl, and put that heat back on them. So in a way, I don't feel like they last as long as the clip-ins for that reason, but you know, it depends. Like your personal care, the shampoos that you're using, the heat protectors that you're using, it is real hair, so you have to treat it like it's real hair. And then the last question I got was, what was your personal favorite between the two? This is a really hard question, guys, because truthfully, there's parts of me that love my clip-ins, parts of me that love my tape-ins. For convenience, I loved having my tape-ins. I woke up, I had long hair. I showered, I still had long hair. I could throw them up in a cute little messy bun, and I felt like I had so much beautiful, long, luscious hair. I loved it. No one knew I even had them. They were beautiful. I loved that. But I hated that I couldn't change my hair up as much as I like. I love to change my hair. I've already redone my hair since my last video, and I just went gray and then back to blonde within this past month. So I do change the tone and the shade and the color of my hair all the time. So for me, investing in the tape-ins is kind of hard because it limits me, because I don't want to be spending every 4 weeks an extra $100 or $200 on more extensions because I have no self-control. For me, the clip-ins are a better route for me for the most part, I think, because I can tone them with my hair and it's not so hard. I can order a new pair and I feel okay with it because I can still keep the old ones, which is kind of cool. And I do like to wear my hair short sometimes, so I do like the fact that I can take them out and just wear my hair short. But I do love them both. Styling wise, they both looked amazing. I look at pictures with my tape-ins and I'm like, oh my god, my hair looks so good. But I see pictures with my clip-ins and I'm like, oh my god, that looks so good. So I can't personally say I love one or the other. It's just pretty much a lifestyle choice. If you're okay with added on maintenance and the added on blow dry time with tape-ins and the overall commitment to a shade or one solid color, then they're definitely the route to go. If you want that convenience of them already being on your head and just constantly feeling like you have that long, beautiful, luscious hair that naturally you don't have, I think that the investment is great for you. By all means, go invest in an awesome pair or a few bags of those tape-in extensions and you'll probably love them. But if you're someone like me, who you like to wear your hair all sorts of ways, you like to color it, you like having no true limits, then I would say the clip-ins are your best bet. Also, if you are new to the extension game and you don't want to go dump in $400 on extensions, I suggest everyone start off with clip-ins. Go get a pair of clip-ins from Sally's even. If you like those, then go from there. Invest in more. Figure out which way you want to go and then go with it. I personally bounce back and forth. I feel like in the summertime, my clip-ins are easiest because I'm in the ocean. I'm on a boat. I don't want my extensions exposed to all that. So I like the fact that I can take them out and leave them at home. But in the wintertime, I'm not doing all that. And I like the fact that I have long, luscious hair nonstop. So honestly, I love both of them equally. So I really can't give you guys which one do I love more, because I love them both. I just love extensions all together. I think they're incredible. They're fantastic. And when I started wearing extension, guys, they weren't a big thing. I showed up to school and I had long hair and my hair was, you know, right here, and all of a sudden it's down to almost my butt. And I could hear the girls whispering like, oh my god, she got extensions, obviously. Yeah, I did. I think that's awesome. I look at extensions the same way I look at a push-up bra. You weren't born with that. You don't have that. That's not a thing. You're using some assistance to make it look the way you want. This is no different than that or makeup. Honestly, I feel like if long, luscious hair makes you feel more confident and makes you love yourself a little bit more, go get it. Honestly, I've seen girls go from a level 5 on the self-esteem to a level 10 on self-esteem by just purchasing a pair of extensions. Sometimes hair is a security blanket and it's great, and they're so big right now, guys. It's incredible. There's always coupon codes for them and all that. I love the lifestyle of wearing extensions. I think it's lavish. I think it's fantastic. So that is my spiel on extensions, guys. Clip-in versus tape-ins. I'm not going to tell you guys which route to go. I just hope the information that I just gave to you from my own personal experience just helps you guys decide what investment you want to make, what route you want to take. I think they're phenomenal, guys. I'm going to be wearing extensions till probably the day I die. I've been wearing them for the past 4 years almost every day, and I love, love, love them. I respect my short hair, but I just prefer having long hair. We all want what we don't have, right? Way life goes. So any questions, comments, or concerns, guys, always feel free to leave them down below. Contact me on my other social media if that's easier. I always like to stay in contact with you guys. I really hope this video helped some of you guys out. It was informative. If you want to see more videos like this or have any other video that you want me to do for you guys, even on styling or anything like that with them, please let me know down below. I'm always looking for suggestions from you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who sent me a question. Without you guys, this video wouldn't even be a thing. So thank you so much for giving me those kind of inputs. And until my next video, guys, stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. And I'll see you all soon. Bye!